Welcome to 10 Minutes, everybody. I want to share a story from yesterday. Basically, we reached out. Well, actually, one of our competitors reached out to us and wanted to just let us know about a client that, wasn't necessarily paying a few companies. So that was super awesome. And it's like the first gesture of, adding value to each other. So that turned into, my sales manager having a bunch of conversations through email with them, and then I got those conversations forwarded back to me, and it was awesome. So I called them just to kind of say thanks and check in with them. They were from Florida, so they were through the hurricane and everything, going through some pretty rough times with their team and stuff. And ultimately, I originally touched base with the owner's wife, or they owned it together. Had a great conversation with her, and then later on in the day, we had a follow-up conversation. And, I think what's important out of all that, and this is how I've always been wired, but you don't have to be, cold-hearted business people to each other. We had full-out conversation for like an hour and a half and talked about our businesses and aligned on how we're dealing with things and how much we charge and all kinds of things. And that stuff is super important if you can do it in a positive way, because it gives you confidence, because you can lean on each other and talk to each other. We also found that the two companies kind of offer totally different values to their customer. So there's customers I'm literally turning down because it doesn't make sense for us to take them on, that they literally should be working with, and they have the same exact thing. So it's funny because the original owner of the company that I'm now operating, he had a good relationship with this man. They always talked, they always kept in touch, and it's a very tight-knit community that I'm just starting to understand and learn. But, that's about relationship building and building trust and making sure we're all out there for the right reasons. Yeah, there's people out there trying to get rich, and everybody selfishly wants to have some money, but some of the majority of business people are actually doing it because it needs to be done. It's something that's required for society to continue moving forward. There's a problem out there that needs an actual solution, and if someone doesn't come up with that solution, things stop in their tracks and don't get done. For us, it's electrical estimating. Or mechanical estimating. If we don't provide that pressure relief valve for some of these companies, or if we don't provide that support, or if new estimators don't come around for the next generation, we're gonna have a real problem actually building new structures and renovating current structures and things like that. So, it was really cool to have a very purpose-filled and basically, just insane enlightenment, no pun intended, on the business and the industry. And basically, this guy's been in business for a very long time, and he offloaded tons and tons of data to me that's literally priceless for me. And, I think it's important that we don't have to be cutthroat. We can be competitors and be more like playing basketball on a basketball court and go have beer afterwards, right? Like, I'm gonna kick your ass on the court, but as soon as we're done on the court, we can shake hands and go have beers together and have some food. That's the kind of community, that's the kind of business community I want to surround myself with. And it's so refreshing to have that conversation I did yesterday. And I think it was refreshing for him too, understanding that there's another person at one of the big powerhouse estimating companies that's got a heart and cares about people and isn't just about the bottom line. So it's pretty cool in that sense, to rekindle that relationship. And I just kind of wanted to share it on here because I think too many people act like their competitor has to be their worst enemy. Act like if they're, not winning, then that person's stealing from them or whatever. No, you lose your own customers. You lose your own employees. People don't steal them. You lost them. That's on you. And if you look at it that way, you'll make sure you take better care of your customers. You'll make sure you take better care of your employees. And I hope that that's the case. And I always strive for that. You always have limitations, and you can only do what's inside of your means. But regardless, super refreshing to have that conversation. Awesome to know that we got some people that, you know, genuinely enjoyed working with the previous owner, the original founder of the company. Over 20 years they spent time, or a little less than 20, but they spent a lot of time talking and strategizing as, you know, competitors. But back to that basketball game, you know, you can play on the court, leave it all on the court, and then you can still go have beers and have fun and laugh and also learn tons from each other. So it was a 12-pack of light bulb day, where I got a 12-pack of light bulbs from somebody who absolutely shouldn't be serving them out, which is amazing. That's when you know somebody truly cares about an industry, a service, solving a problem, and taking care of other people. So that was super awesome and precious. It probably made my week. Have a good day.